Good afternoon. I am Ansal John Dave S. And this is my response. Since the pandemic began, humans' movements are being controlled, limited, and prohibits to roam around socially. The needs are increasingly essential as they force to lock down the country. All business sectors and economic were drowned by COVID-19 virus. Nobody out with their home and every cities where strictly follows the protocol. Also, the sector of education were adopting the blended learning. But the online class were the trend and has many calling last month for academic freeze as it affects the life of students. The online class were, shall I say, not effective to the learning of students, especially those course and programs that needs a hands-on and more on physical learning, observation, environment, or outside of the school. Many students were bombarded with those projects during this online class that needs to be addressed immediately. Some may say we are just submitting it on 12 a.m. midnight with no learning and of course no application. Many instructions integrating technologies and strategic teaching by the teacher were integrated and put during online class during the synchronous class. But it was not easy as that to comply everything that they want to because of the following: internet intermittence, lack of financial upon load subscription for internet, and most students use only data. The loading and hang out of storage mobile phones, projects that is not applicable to this learning, and also the teacher are well academically inclined with his or her standards that cannot be reached by the students, and always play words for critiquing and not usually appreciative the produced output by the students. As I've encountered all of this, I silently said to myself that I have God. I have trust in God's plan, and I have a dream, and all I want is to catch those goals that lies with my hands. Nobody can get it, and I must comply the different standards by the teachers. To become more, I will train, equipped, and disciplined on my field of course. Most of our subjects has different strategies. We are able to develop ourselves confidence by talking and delivering our online class report, demonstration, discussion. In speaking and debating was also integrated in our major subjects, in which our teacher are imposing questions upon discussion and we need to answer it immediately. Those questions are hats. So I must always be critical thinking and resource literate. In this learning, as a student, I must be careful and think critically in forwarding, sharing, editing, and getting resources from websites. All of us were affected with this pandemic, and it must be continue to our journey for ourselves and for the future of our country. By God's grace, we are very thankful that we are still alive now. as other country like India suffered COVID-19 surge. I must follow the health protocols and comply with the educational projects because this is for my own good and not for the others. This will be the end. Thank you. God bless and keep safe.